In this video, I wanted to take a minute to go through some of the things that we're going to be needing. So I have a device here that I want to talk about for a minute, but it's something that you don't necessarily have to have if you can't afford one of these, or that you just don't have the ability to get one. I am going to have some additional options for doing some of the projects that we're doing. So you don't have to have one of these. I wanted to mention this because having one and having the kit that goes along with it allows you to have easily on hand a number of different types of sensors and things that you can use in different types of projects. And so I'm going to explain exactly what this stuff is, and then I'm going to give you an example of how we're going to use this if you have it available. Again, if you don't have these kits, then you can still do the projects and stuff, but it'll just be easier if you've got something like this, just because it's a little bit more, one piece does a lot of things instead of having to hand wire every single element that the kid's going to do on their experiment. So right now I want to jump over here to the Microbit page. Now it's microbit.org is where you're going to go. If you go over here to buy and then come down here and pick your country, so we'll pick United States. Right now there's a number of different places. I don't order anything through Amazon because of their support of leftist anti-American organizations, but you can order from whoever you want to. Right now Newegg has these things. Micro Center is out of Adafruit is out of them, but Newegg's got them, and Pie Shop I think have them. Spark Fun's got some, so you'll kind of have to poke around to find a good source for them, but you just go to that website and buy what is called a Microbit. Now the Microbit, if you go back over here, it looks like this. So this is the actual Microbit card. The card by itself does a number of things, but we're going to look at one more thing that goes along with it to make it a little bit more fun and a little bit more powerful for some of the projects that we're going to be doing as we're educating our kids. So what we're going to do is jump over to this tab, and this is Key Studio, and you'll notice it's spelled a little funny. It's Keye Studio, and it's .com. And what we're looking for is this Key Studio 37-in-1 sensor starter kit with Microbit board. Now, if you're getting this, this actually comes with the Microbit, so you don't actually have to get the Microbit by itself. It comes in the box with everything. But the nice thing about this board is there are a lot of different sensors that go along with the board. So if you scroll down here and take a look, there's a number of different things that come in this kit. So what it enables you to do is that without a whole lot of hunting, you can usually find some kind of a sensor to pull off what you're going to be working on. So as an example, in our first project that we're going to be doing with Jacob, he is going to be creating a speedometer. So what we want to do is we want to figure out some way. We're going to get a wheel, and we're going to go through the equations to figure out what the circumference of this wheel is, and then we're going to go through and do the math to figure out how fast this wheel is turning. And so we need a sensor to attach to either the bicycle or frame or whatever it is that we're using to spin this wheel. We need a sensor to be able to attach to it so that we can tell exactly how fast we're going. And so inside of this particular kit are a number of different things that have the ability to detect something spinning. There's Hall effect sensors, there's reed switches, there's there's another sensor here for a light sensor that you might be able to use. There's a relay module that you might be able to use. So there's a number of different things that we can do. And in fact, one of the parts of the project are going to be, we're going to start off with one, and then we're going to rewrite the project to figure out how we could use some of these other sensors, and then which one of them actually was easier to work with and which worked best. So there's a number of things. This project's going to take a few weeks to complete, and so we want to make sure that we take advantage of all the different sensors and things that we're going to be doing. So I would highly recommend the Microbit at this point. It also allows us to program in Python. You can do the same type of thing, and we will at some point, using the Arduino boards to do some of the projects, because they're also a microcontroller that we can use to do different types of projects and stuff. So we're going to be using a number of different types of things, but this and I also want to mention the Microbit. I have never used the thing to do very much. I'm just playing around with it, so it could turn out that there's even a better solution somewhere, but right now this is what we're using. If you want to try it, you can, and you can follow along in the videos before you buy it to see how well it works, because like I said, when we start using it, we might end up not liking it, but right now it looks like the perfect solution to do what we want to do with some of these projects.